Okay, I'm finally back after 20,000 years of not recording Skyrim. And I'm gonna try to actually get some of the main quest of the dawnguard done. But first, I'm gonna send Kasha away because I like her, but she's not. I think we should limit ourselves to just Kharjo and Inigo. And I know I sent Kharjo away for particular reasons, but we'll just find him when we find him.
Oh, okay. Sure. This place seems nice. Need something?
I'm gonna ask her to part ways and hopefully she just stays here for now.
Sure? Okay. Be safe out there.
Okay. Just making sure she doesn't go out the door. Okay. Now I've had quite a few mods, new mods, since the last time I played. In fact, when we meet Kharjo again, he might look a little different.
Ow. I think I chipped my tooth.
How? And considering the new mods, I might need to get some stuff. I've already gotten some food because I now have the I need mod, which we're already pretty well off. Got some wine for drinking, because who needs water when you have root juice? And I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, and to be honest, I look kind of goofy in this armor, especially as a dark elf, but yeah, I'm gonna take these sweet rolls not for myself but for Inigo. Might as well, while I'm here, clear out my inventory.
I must warn you, if you give me a sweet roll, I will make it disappear.
I will have you make it disappear. Well, that's cool. That's a new one. And there it goes again. That didn't start happening until just now. Skyrim is so full of surprises. One time I've seen that happen is with when Vinny was playing Anniversary Edition. I'm not playing Anniversary Edition. I'm not getting Anniversary Edition. I don't care what Todd Howard say. But that just suddenly started happening. That's cool. There's another thing I needed to make. It was like actually the only reason I came over you. That's to make a large fur tent with 3 bedrolls. We don't have 3 people with us right now, but eventually when we find Kharjo again in like 20 parts, you can have a bedroll too. And since I've got everything I need, for the most part, I'm gonna start crossbow. Lost in thought, you reflect back on how much the walls have taught you about yourself over the last several days. You recall a book you once lost that was full of wisdom about survival in the open country. On a whim, you open your pack and find the survivor's guide to Skyrim staring back up at you. Had it always been there, or had thought alone summoned it? You push aside the thought as you thumb through the pages, and then carefully place it back, knowing that some things are never truly lost. At first I didn't like Frostfall because I was being dumb and had no clue what I was doing, and it was on the normal difficulty, which can be challenging if you don't know what you're doing. But it's fun. For true survival gameplay enthusiasts, traveling takes time, the weather is unforgiving, and exposure is concerned. The thing is that fast travel is disabled. I might not actually do it because then it'll take us even longer to do the quest, so I'm just gonna make sure that this is the default one. I'm gonna make sure that it's applied. And I'm gonna get rid of that. I've already put that.
Coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
Too lazy to give Emma a drink yourself. Oh. You want a drink?
Why is everything glitching out? I haven't even changed anything. Like I start recording, all the very visual bugs start happening.
Of course.
Hello. Okay, welcome.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
Probably weren't expecting to see me again.
What are you doing here?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about the scroll?
The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What sort of prophecy?
It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
You took a big risk coming here.
I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
No, you're right. We just have to convince the others you're on our side.
Well, let's move then. Nothing if not persuasive.
Hey, buddy.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Because we're going to need her help.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that?
Why else would she risk her life to come here?
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
Who can?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Where would a Moth Priest actually go?
Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
What do you know about Elder Scrolls?
I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple hundred years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something.
I guess we'll have to keep looking for that Moth Priest then.
I guess so.
Were you always a vampire?
That's a long story.
I want to hear it.
I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from?
I would guess it came from a Daedric Lord.
Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric Lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust.
Do you regret becoming a vampire?
Nobody's ever asked me that before. I don't know. I think mostly I hate what it's done to my family.
How has it affected your family?
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole.
Are you alright?
I will be. Just give me a little time.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Okay. Have you seen a Moth Priest?
It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a gray robe.
That's right, have you seen him?
Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here.
Please, it's very important that I find him.
Now that I think on it, I did know a priest. They tried to hire me for a trip to Dragonbridge, but I told them that ain't one of my stops.
Yes, it is. You're just a liar.
All right. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Oh no, I don't go to Dragonbridge. Goes to Dragonbridge.
I'm not asking. But if you happen to be the type, I hear that Kilcreath ruin is a shrine to Merdia. You know, Daedra worship.
That's the nicest Daedra you could worship, so I don't know what you're so scared about.
Dragonborn, it's an honor.
Do you know anything about Moth Priest visiting? Okay. Oh, graphics. What is with these effects?
I still remember how to fight. I still remember
Oh no, chicken. Oh no! Anyway. Okay, let's try this again.
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth.
Know anything about Moth? Oh! Ignore that. Know anything about Moth Priest visiting Dragonbridge?
A moth priest? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Try asking one of the guards. Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Word is spreading like mage fire. The great evil has been vanquished. You have truly saved us all.
You're made of blue. Know anything about Moth Priest visiting Dragonbridge?
So that was a moth
Oh.
priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south, across the Dragon Bridge. Until next time.
I don't know why this is happening. Dead. I have new orders for you. Prepare an ambush just south of the Dragon Bridge. Take the Moth Priest to Forebear's Holdout for safekeeping until I can break his will. Malchus. Okay, and that's... I don't think that's... Yeah, that's pretty close. This is pretty close, you know, it's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I have been thinking. You are right about my family. I believe they would be proud of me. You helped put things into perspective.
Serana.
Thank you.
Let's move faster. The sun is
Serana.
it's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
I don't care, your boobies can fall off. Free top surgery. It's very sweet, Inigo. It'd be even better if Serana didn't interrupt. Oh, okay. Camouflage. Kind of. Not really.
Is someone there?
Who's there?
Time to end this.
Their sound is your end.
Slow and well. Done and done. Still remember how to fight. That'll teach
The prophesied time has come. I've reclaimed one. Typo! I reclaimed one my lost Elder Scrolls, and now I must have a moth priest to read it. For the one who brings me a moth priest, I promise a high place in my court and the gift of my potent blood. Go forth and find me a moth priest. This is my command. Oh, what else to there?
But my master is dead, and his enemies will pay. I knew I heard some.
You missed. He's almost there anyway.
That wasn't me. You were fighting. I could see through my eyes, but I could not control my actions. Thank you for breaking that foul vampire's hold over me. Thank the divines for you.
Are you alright?
I'm quite all right, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools.
I know why they needed you, because we need you for the same purpose.
You do? All right then, enough mysteries.
We're called the Dawnguard, and we need you to read an Elder Scroll.
You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable.
We have
If my
several.
knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawnguard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go.
You can find us at Fort Dawnguard, near Stendar's Beacon.
Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
Yeah, you just crawl there.
Thank the divines for you.
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly.
Does he have the scroll? Is everything ready?
For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
My trip to Skyrim has become quite the adventure.
What do moth priests do exactly?
It is our sacred duty to study the Elder Scrolls. We read these ancient scrolls of prophecy in order to divine the future, and we use that knowledge to aid the Emperor. Sometimes, we venture out into the world in search of more scrolls for our library at the White Gold Tower. That is the very purpose that first brought me to Skyrim.
The White Gold Tower?
It is the great spire at the heart of the Imperial City, among the tallest towers in all of Tamriel. The lower floors are home to the Imperial Council, and the Order of Moth Priests occupies the middle floors. The tower suffered damage in the recent war with the Aldmeri Dominion, and is not what it once was. I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory.
What do you know about the Elder Scrolls?
Not as much as I would like. Even after spending decades of my life in study of the Elder Scrolls, they remain a great mystery to me. It's true for most of my brothers in the Order as well. We don't really know where the scrolls came from or who wrote them. What we do know is that some are born with a special gift to read the Elder Scrolls. These chosen few can divine events of the past and future within the scrolls, though in time, it drives us to blindness. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma.
Glad you made it here safely, Dexian.
Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again.
Just noticed you were here. Have my companions made you feel safe and welcome?
It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail.
Are you prepared to read the Elder Scroll?
Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk?
What's on your mind?
That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something.
Do you trust Harkon? Do you trust Harkon at all?
It's not a question of trust. He's just obsessed with the prophecy. And from what I could tell, 1,000 extra years of obsession haven't made him any better. We should have found him a hobby. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end.
So where is this Elder Scroll?
We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself.
You said you didn't know where she went.
The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it.
Sounds like she was being cautious.
Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
In Castle Volkauer?
Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful.
Isn't that pretty risky, staying around the castle?
Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look.
They aren't going to let us use the front door.
True, but I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in.
Let's go to the castle's secret entrance.
It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Remember meeting Kodlak and Vilkas here? It seems like only yesterday. How time flies.
Yeah, it's around this bend. Doesn't look so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger. What have you got?
Depart this life. It is done with you.
I'm no fan of the sun. Could be better than this. Die! My money's on the big one. Wait. Done and done. Who's there? Dead.
Not good enough to live in their stupid keep, am I? Stupid sods don't realize I've moved into the Undercroft and started taking control of their own blah 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 blah. I'll get my revenge.
Take a left. Here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
Ouch. One less to worry about.
it to the courtyard. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait.
Wait.
Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
No way.
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.